was the problem. And I'll be highlighting what I mean by that statement. I'll be highlighting what I mean. Is that better? Oh. Is that better? Can you hear me better? Can you hear me better? Oh, sorry. Okay, so at the start of the pandemic, Parliament issued a statement responding to critics of the institution who claimed that not enough had been done to ensure that the significant funds allocated had been properly utilized. Indeed, the statement from Parliament declared that the public at large was up in arms over the allocation of Uganda shillings 10 billion in supplementary funds to fight the pandemic. Citing its oversight function, Parliament said as follows: we participated in the fight against COVID-19 through, first of all, taking precautionary measures as an institution, providing a fleet of official vehicles with drivers to the Ministry of Health, highlighting, debating, and adopting a well-prepared report on the impact of COVID on the economy, nominating MPs to serve on the National Task Force, and provision of private vehicles, especially ambulances, by some of our MPs to the Ministry of Health at their own cost. The statement went on to assert that the task force had done the following. 1, visited and assessed the readiness of health facilities to manage COVID-19. 2, assessed the awareness levels of the district leadership and communities about COVID. 3, interacted with different teams in the areas visited to sort out underlying issues. 4, assess the impact of funds allocated to different districts. 5, assess the readiness of health facilities to ably handle cases. And the statement ended by listing the many districts visited. My colleagues who will follow, I believe that you're going to have sessions that deal with how you address social media accountability, and the Honorable Winnie Kiza, the distinguished and Honorable Winnie Kiza, will address the question of how do you enforce your decisions. What I've been asked to do today is to provide a broad overview, because I think it has been mentioned here, COVID is one thing, but Parliament's duty, and I emphasize this, Parliament is responsible for all matters, policy and legislative, for the whole country. In other words, if we put it in Uganda, Parliament is Kamola Yona. Everything begins and ends with you. In terms of policy, in terms of legislation, in terms of the legal framework. So I've been asked to talk about the broad legal framework, and my colleagues will deal with the specifics as the details come down. How do we start? We start with the Constitution. And the Constitution is very clear about the issue of accountability. If you look at paragraph 26 of the 95 Constitution, it says as follows: all public offices shall be held in trust. All persons in leadership shall be answerable to the people.